10 Biggest 90-Day Fiancé Hypocrites. These cast members never practiced what they preached. On 90-Day Fiancé, some cast members preach high morals, but behind the scenes, their actions tell a very different story. Many 90-Day Fiancé stars criticize their partners for behaviors they themselves engage in, creating striking double standards. They demand loyalty, honesty, or financial responsibility, yet fail to uphold those same values in their own actions. This hypocrisy often fuels drama on 90-Day Fiancé, as fans quickly spot when cast members preach virtues they don't practice. These reality stars often judge others for their choices or past mistakes while hiding their own bad behavior on 90-Day Fiancé. Their actions don't match what they say about love, trust, or staying loyal. This difference between how they act on camera and in private causes a lot of drama and makes fans feel frustrated as the season goes on. Rob repeatedly criticized Sophie Sierra for being bougie when she expressed discomfort with sharing a bathroom, yet he lived in a place with a communal bathroom and drove a luxury car. He portrayed himself as self-made and struggling, but it was later revealed that he came from a wealthy family, contradicting his narrative of financial hardship. Rob accused Sophie of dishonesty while hiding his own online cheating behavior. He gaslighted her concerns and refused to acknowledge his actions as wrong. Additionally, he seemed to have a hard time accepting that Sophie was bisexual, yet later, was accused by Jasmine of being attracted to men. This behavior was Rob demonstrating a clear double standard. Angela frequently demanded respect and loyalty from Michael Olasanmi, but rarely offered the same in return. She physically and verbally abused him by smashing his car in Nigeria, pushing him against walls, and shouting at him in front of others. Despite this aggressive behavior, she insisted that Michael cut off all female friends and social media activity, while she herself freely flirted and danced with men during cast events and public appearances without apology. Angela often accused Michael of lying and cheating, yet she kept secrets of her own, like undergoing cosmetic surgeries without telling him and emotionally engaging with another man she visited in Canada. She also promoted weight loss gummies and claimed they were working when she underwent bariatric surgery. These double standards in both her personal relationships and public persona highlight her consistent pattern of expecting behavior from others that she's unwilling to model herself. 90-Day Fiancé star Imani built her on-screen persona as a confident, boss babe, and taker-down of fraud, calling out Sophie for allegedly selling waist trainers while having had cosmetic surgeries herself. She even leaked Sophie's private DMs to shame her, yet many viewers pointed out she's a self-promoter seeking clout and being a hypocrite while she flagrantly disregards those principles whenever convenient. Though the throuple setup is framed as an equal partnership, Imani quickly imposed strict rules by demanding Matt and Ani get permission before intimacy. Yet she grew jealous and controlling when Matt and Ani got close in Mexico. Her behavior towards Ani showed her treating Ani Aguirre like a toy and exerting total control, thus making a mockery out of poly relationships and positioning herself as the top authority. Mary vehemently criticized Brandon DiNuccio on 90-Day Fiancé for video chatting 24/7 and forbade him from engaging with other women, yet she herself posted provocative twerking videos on TikTok, earning backlash from both castmates and fans for her double standard. She defended her actions as confidence-boosting, but openly dismissed similar behavior from Brandon, underscoring a clear hypocrisy in how she judged his conduct versus her own. She claimed moral values and refrained from online clout-seeking while accusing Brandon of being a scammer, yet multiple reports revealed she started a fundraiser for purported colon cancer that turned out to be false. Viewers called her manipulative and well-versed in deception. The worst part is that she thinks she can hoodwink fans and get away with it all. This ongoing pattern of manipulation sharply contradicts the virtuous persona she projected on-screen. Mohamed insisted wife Ariano follow Islamic customs, including modest dress, avoiding time alone with other men, and even installing a bidet for religious hygiene. However, He lived with wife and was physically intimate with her before marriage, directly contradicting the religious principles he expected her to follow. His selective observance of his faith highlighted a clear double standard in how he applied those values to himself versus to wife. He frequently pressured wife to speed up the green card process and threatened to leave or find another sponsor if she delayed. At the same time, he showed little interest in her cultural or spiritual beliefs, dismissing her indigenous practices while expecting full compliance with his own. Mohammed's actions suggested his priorities were rooted more in immigration goals than in building a balanced and respectful relationship. Jasmine frequently criticized Gino Palazzolo for his financial choices, accusing him of being cheap and demanding expensive gifts. She even intentionally mislaid her engagement ring to pressure him into buying a more expensive one. However, she borrowed $2,000 from an Australian man to fund butt implants without informing Gino, showcasing a double standard in her expectations and actions within their relationship. While Jasmine portrayed herself as a victim of Gino's alleged infidelity, she was secretly involved with Matt Brannies, whom she later revealed was the father of her third child. This revelation contradicted her claims of being mistreated by Gino and raised questions about her honesty and transparency in relationships. Adnan frequently imposed strict rules on Tiger Taylor, such as requiring her to switch to female practitioners for medical care and adhering to Islamic customs, despite her not being Muslim. He also criticized castmates for their behavior while engaging in similar actions himself. During the tell-all, Adnan's controlling behavior was evident as he stormed off stage to allow Tiger Lily to answer questions alone, only to call his castmates idiot people backstage. His interactions with others were often confrontational and dismissive. Stephen presented himself as a devout Mormon, imposing strict religious standards on his fiancée, Alina, such as abstaining from coffee and premarital intimacy. However, he admitted to having been intimate with multiple women before meeting Alina, including one during their relationship. This double standard was evident when he pressured Alina to conform to his beliefs while disregarding the same principles himself. "I am not a saint unless you think of a saint as a sinner who keeps on trying." Throughout their relationship, Stephen manipulated Alina by gaslighting her concerns and dismissing her feelings. He downplayed his flirtations with other women and suggested that Alina should accommodate his desires, including discussing the possibility of a threesome. His behavior raised serious ethical questions, as he attempted to justify his actions by quoting Nelson Mandela, further highlighting his lack of self-awareness and the disparity between his professed values and actions. Jennifer has portrayed herself as a dedicated mother and professional, often emphasizing her commitment to her daughter and career. However, her social media presence and reality TV appearances have raised questions about her priorities. For instance, during her time on 90 Day, The Single Life, she frequently showcased her relationship with Jesse Meester, while her daughter, Violet, became less visible in her posts, leading to concerns about her involvement in her child's life. Additionally, Jennifer has been criticized for her reactions to negative feedback from fans. Instead of addressing concerns constructively, she has threatened to block followers who leave unfavorable comments, including those about her family. This approach contrasts with her public persona of openness and transparency, raising questions about her willingness to engage with criticism and her authenticity on social media. Lita frequently criticized Eric Rosenbrook's financial decisions, including his child support payments, suggesting that they were burdensome and that eliminating them would free up money for their wedding and lifestyle. Despite her claims of financial hardship, she expected Eric to fund their wedding and living expenses. This double standard raised questions about her financial expectations and contributions within the relationship. Additionally, Lita's treatment of Eric's daughter, Tasha, was a point of contention on 90 Day Fiancé. She demanded that Tasha be removed from their shared living space, citing issues with cleanliness and behavior. This led to Tasha being kicked out of the home and Lita filing for a restraining order against her. Fans and critics alike found her actions and attitude towards Tasha to be harsh and unjustifiable, highlighting a significant disconnect between her expectations and her treatment of others.